What's up, family? Get this video a big thumbs up if you get some value from this video. So welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into some pressing and alarming developments across the United States, okay, ranging from terrorism to national security challenges, man. And these events paint a concerning picture of where we are and where we might be headed. And let's break it all down, man, because this is crazy. So as you guys know, and I'll show you guys right now on the screen, this is the individual who basically mode or took the lives of individuals innocent or victims, I should say innocent victims, basically on New Year's Eve to New Year's celebration. You know, they were outside on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and basically he decided to use the Ford Lightning F-150 electric pickup truck to basically run them over. Okay. And this individual is alarming because he was in the service and he is a citizen of the United States of America. He's an American citizen who served in the military, from what I recall, Texas. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong. I'm just giving a quick recap. Okay. So first, let's discuss this shocking terrorist attack in New Orleans, right? Authorities have confirmed that the suspect, who tragically claimed several lives in the attack, was inspired by ISIS. Just days before the incident, he posted videos online declaring allegiance to the terror group and even shared a will and testament. And this raises serious questions, ladies and gentlemen, because about how extremist ideologies are spreading online and influencing individuals within our borders. And what's especially troubling is that this individual was a U.S. citizen, like I said, and I reiterate, underscoring the growing threat of homegrown terrorism. And the FBI has emphasized the need to crack down on these radicalization pipelines. But are we doing enough to prevent these atrocities before they happen? Comment down below, family, because I don't think we're doing enough. And I say that because at the end of the day, this whole incident could have been prevented, or the lives taken could have been lessened, or there could have been less individuals' lives being taken if they had put up those metal barricades that have been put up or usually put up, which we know and I have come across to be informed about because I've done the research. In that case, when he ran over individuals with this Ford 150 Ford Lightning pickup truck, basically they had flimsy barricades that you could just tip over with your fingers, family. So where is the heightened security during the busier time of the year and the busier time when it comes to celebration in regards of going into the new year, knowing that people are going to be out celebrating with their families, with their loved ones, and just grateful to see another year and be alive, right? And then the security measures that weren't taking place while these individuals out on Bourbon Street were basically jeopardized because there wasn't no appropriate barricades that are usually placed, family, is my point. And not to mention an incident where individuals have basically ran individuals over with a vehicle happened the first time with their Mardi Gras incident or their Mardi Gras celebration. And the incident had happened similar to this. And now this is a second time in New Orleans. Like, when are we going to get it together, people? But let me know what you guys think about that. Now we move on. Obviously, we know in regards to the Las Vegas incident at Trump Hotel, right? Basically the Cybertruck and the explosion and things like that. But I want you guys to check this out.
That source also revealed what was inside the truck: explosives that included fireworks, gas tanks, and camping fuel. And authorities believe that that was connected to a detonation system controlled by the driver. We're also hearing this same sentiment from Elon Musk, who tweeted out that they have now confirmed that the explosion was caused by very large fireworks and or a
Hold
bomb.
up. Hold up, family. 1 second. Let me run that back, what she just said.
Was caused by now confirmed that the explosion was caused by very large fireworks and or a bomb carried in the bed of the rented Cybertruck and is unrelated to the vehicle itself. So he was clear to say that this was not an issue with the Cyber.
Now let's listen to the beginning. Let's exercise common sense here. When she opened up and prefaced the whole situation and talking about it and giving us the details, listen to what she said, family.
That source also revealed what was inside the truck: explosives that included fireworks, gas tanks, and camping fuel, and authorities believe that that was connected to a detonation system controlled by the driver. We're also hearing this.
Why would it not be a detonation system controlled by the driver? Because if that's the case, the Cybertruck would have exploded on its own and self-detonate rather than intentionally someone purposely making the vehicle detonate and causing the explosion in the first place. So the cause and effect of it, the cause wasn't the vehicle itself, obviously, because the vehicle, as we know, was tracked at a charging station before they pulled up to Trump, the valet area in front of Trump Hotel. So common sense shows that obviously this was an intentional act. So why is it even being questioned that, oh, it is not the vehicle? That's out of the question. And plus there's somebody in it and you see all of these, you see all the gasoline, you see all the evidence within itself. It's self-explanatory.
Same sentiment from Elon Musk, who tweeted out that they have now confirmed that the explosion was caused by very large fireworks and or a bomb carried in the bed of the rented Cybertruck and is unrelated to the vehicle itself. So he was clear to say that this was not an issue with the Cybertruck. And the sheriff also earlier said that they are checking for secondary devices. They're investigating many different.
It's just a no-brainer. I just feel like we entertain the nonsense and we need to stay on the situation at hand and really assess the situation and stop trying to look for narratives to basically minimize the extremism of how this was a horrifying, terrifying event, right? So meanwhile, as you guys seen already in Las Vegas, a terrifying event like this unfolded at the Trump Hotel, and police are calling it a suicide bombing. While they stated there's no connection to the New Orleans attack, the similarities are hard to ignore, obviously, right? Law enforcement has ruled out the involvement of additional suspects in Las Vegas in the Las Vegas case. However, given the tools and tactics, many are wondering, and I'm wondering, and I feel like it's a no-brainer that these incidents are connected, right? But many are wondering, could it be part of a larger network or a coordinated effort? These highlights the need for robust intelligence sharing between federal and local agencies, right? The question remains, are we adequately prepared to address these escalating threats? Because by the time law enforcement and stuff get on the ground, they're moving type slow, in my opinion, right? And what a coincidence that the Ford 150 Lightning electric pickup truck and the Cybertruck both use Toro, and they're both American citizens who have served in the military, family. You can't make this stuff up, family. You can't make this stuff up. However, before I get into the southern border security, I want to preface the conversation with you guys and let me know this for our family how you guys feel about this down in the comments below. And if you're getting some value from this, please give this video a big thumbs up. However, I do want to you guys to hear Tom Homan, the border czar for the incoming administration when it comes involving the Trump transition team or the Trump administration at this point. Check it out.
The incoming Trump administration border czar. Tom, great to have you here. And I want to get to New Orleans again in just a second, but we just got this fresh information out of Las Vegas, and the police chief there giving us a lot of new details. I want to get your reaction to. He characterized what they're learning on the ground there in Las Vegas as a suicide with a bombing that occurred immediately thereafter. They're not aware of any other subjects involved in that case. While they are aware of the similarities to the person who carried out the attack in New Orleans, they are not able to directly tie these two events together. They have no evidence that they are tied together, but they do not believe any further threat from that particular incident is out there at this time. What was your reaction to what you heard?
Before Tom Homan give his response into these incidents, I want to shift gears, which we are shifting because we all know Tom Homan is surrounded around Trump trusting him to basically secure the border for the best interest of the American people, to basically ensure public safety and get out illegal immigrants, right? For years, experts have warned, and for the past 4 years, under this Biden administration, experts have warned about the potential security risk, right? And it frustrates me because the security risk posed by an unregulated border, right? You would think it's common sense, right? And recent reports show that over 300 individuals on terrorist watch lists were apprehended trying to cross. But here's the chilling part. More than 2 million people have crossed the border undetected in recent years, like this past 4, with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And what are the intentions behind this administration when it comes to the Biden administration? You know, because FBI Director Christopher Wray has called this the most significant national security vulnerability facing the country. Yet, the Biden administration continues to release thousands of migrants weekly without thorough vetting. It's putting Americans at greater risk, in my opinion. What you guys think? I'll let you decide on that one. But what I wanted to point out is, because I find it very, very interesting, right, that the current administration is basically letting people come into the United States not vetted, right? And when you think about it, other countries vet worldwide before they let Americans come in, right? Like let's think about it. UK, Ireland, France, Italy, Spain. Canada. Let's leave it at Canada. They vet. They'll take your fingerprint. Might need a visa to go over there. They vet Americans for their safety. They secure their safety. So why are we minimizing the safety and not protecting the homeland? It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me, and it just doesn't make sense. But let's hear what Tom Homan got to say, man.
Well, look, I think the further the investigation goes, I think they are going to find a connection between the two incidents. But look, they're both suicide events. The man in New Orleans certainly had no plans of going home for getting out and trading gunfire with law enforcement. So I think both these men realized they weren't going home after this event. But the threats aren't over. I've been on this network for 4 years talking about the threats coming across our southern border. And, we got a record number of known gotaways. Over 2 million people enter this country. We don't know who they are or where they came from or what their purpose to come to this country. They weren't vetted. They weren't screened. They weren't fingerprinted. We don't know who they are. And since the Border Patrol and CBP arrested well over 300 people on terrorist watch list, how many of that 2.2 million who escaped apprehension, who escaped vetting, who escaped fingerprinting, came from a country sponsoring terror? Even Christopher Wray, the director of FBI, said numerous times under testimony in front of Congress that this is the biggest national security vulnerability he's seen. I agree with him. So we're not out of the woods. This country is in grave danger. We need to secure that border. And despite what's happened the last 2 days in Las Vegas and in New Orleans, this administration is not stopping. They're still releasing thousands of people every week through the CBP One app, the CHMB program, and Border Patrol continues to release people in this country without proper vetting. This is not a good thing, and I can't wait for the new administration to take power and secure this border and protect our national security.
Well, the police chief was asked about the incident in Las Vegas, if they had seen any motivation and inspiration from any terror group. They had not identified anything there yet, I should say, at least. They said they're very heavily still in the middle of that investigation. But to the point in New Orleans and the FBI update that we all just got a short time ago, the FBI confirmed that the suspect in New Orleans posted videos online Tuesday night claiming that he had joined ISIS before the summer and provided a will and testament. So they did confirm that he was indeed inspired by that terror group to carry out that vicious, violent, heinous act and attack there in New Orleans.
Well, that brings another issue. I think the incoming administration needs to look at insider threat. I mean, insider threat analysis has been put in the back seat by this administration. We got 2 people who served in the military. that were in, that created that committed these terrorist acts. We need to really dig down into insider threat in our military, in our federal service, whether it's the FBI, whether it's other agencies, whether it's the military. Insider threat's a big issue, especially in our industry that has infrastructure responsibilities. We need to drill down and find out about this inspiration and what insider threat is currently.
And family, this is all just common sense, right? You would think.
In the United States government, military, and in the United States government service, and address them right away. We got to address insider threat. We have to. We can't let this go on any further.
Tom, just to circle back there, you said earlier, and you just referenced again a terrorist connection there in Las Vegas. The police chief said they haven't identified that, but to your point, you said you believed as this investigation carries out in Las Vegas that I believe you just said you believe they will find a connection. Do you have any other information, or have you been privy to any other information other than what we just directly heard from the police there in Las Vegas?
No, I don't. This is a gut feeling. I've done this for 3.5 decades. I just think there's too many similarities, too much coincidence. I think something down the road they're going to show there's some sort of connection. Whether it's this, they got this, whether it's some same network or where they got the tools to pull these terrorist attacks off. I just feel like there's going to be something down the road, and I could be wrong. It's just a gut feeling I have.
Got it. Well, we know that they're going to keep us posted as that investigation continues. And Tom, we appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.
Hey, everyone.
And that's a good gut feeling. However, family, I want to show you guys. Recently, this happened January 2nd, 7:52 p.m. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. I end up just educating myself and informing myself on it. This individual, a 40-year-old Idaho man planting IEDs, improvised explosion devices. In Idaho, a 40-year-old man has been charged with possession of a destructive device after authorities discovered he had been planting IEDs in the area. And this individual who also appears to be a U.S. citizen. Like, what is going on here, man? Highlights another growing concern: domestic terrorism. While we often focus on international threats, like Tom Homan just said, the internal, because usually they say, even when it comes to your health, right? A lot of people like to start from the outside, the exterior, and look good. But what's your inside, your arteries? You got to go from the inside out, right? We got to get our house in order. So while we often focus on international threats, the rise of homemade explosions and local actors targeting their communities is a frightening trend. And the motivation behind these actions is still under investigation, but it's clear we need to prioritize addressing these threats at their root. What drives someone to carry out such heinous acts against their own country is the real question. And you guys see this man right here. You can't make this stuff up, family. You can't make this stuff up. And last but not least, a plane crash. Yes. Let's discuss this tragic plane crash in Fullerton, California. A small aircraft crashed into a building, leaving investigators scrambling to determine the cause. And while initial reports don't suggest foul play, the timing and the context of this event have raised eyebrows. It's like a mini 9/11 going on here. Given the other recent incidents across the country, transportation safety, aviation security are critical areas that require constant vigilance. Whether this was a tragic accident or something more, we must learn from it and ensure the safety of our airways and urban spaces, please. But you guys see, individuals are evacuations are underway because this crash happened at a warehouse, office building, or warehouse. So it is wild to me. But let me know your guys' thoughts. I hope you guys got some value from this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let the love supersede the hate, family. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. Until next time, family. Peace.